Guys, welcome back. I'm Josh,
And I'm Barbara.
and today we're going to talk to you all about Glendale, showing you where it is on the map, the things of notes in the area, and just every little thing that you might want to know about it.
Yeah, we get a lot of calls from people, Josh, from all over that are looking for homes in the Phoenix metro area. And they have lots of questions, and we just absolutely love being able to answer your questions. No matter how silly you think they are, if they're about housing, if it's about the cost of living, anything that has to do with living, breathing, eating, dining, everything, shopping, you name it. In the Phoenix area, we're here for you. We would love to be able to answer your questions, but you do have to reach out to us. So we're going to ask you to either give us a call, send us a DM, a text message, however you want to get a hold of us. We're here for you, and we want to be able to answer all your questions.
All right, so let's start diving into Glendale today. So, as you see here, Glendale is on the west and northwest valley of the Phoenix metro area. It is kind of a reverse L shape up there, and it borders Peoria, which is just over to the west, and Sun City, and then borders Phoenix over to the east and to the south. Now, there are some interesting parts with Glendale as we zoom in here. As you see on the west side of this Agua Fria River, there's several exclaves and enclaves of Glendale over further west, right around the Luke Air Force Base. Now, Luke Air Force Base is one of the highlights of this area. It is one of the largest Air Force bases in the Southwest and the second largest in Arizona after Davis Monthan down in Tucson. Home to a bunch of different fighter squadrons and everything like that, which is pretty close to the Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium, which is just to the west of Luke Air Force Base. And then moving over just to the right of the Agua Fria, as you can see, Glendale kind of borders the 101 going across and on the north, and is just to the west of the 17, just north of the 10. So what that means for you is easy access to all the highways, getting wherever you need to go in the valley.
Yeah, with the recent addition, I'm going to say recent, it's probably been 10 or 15 years of the 101 freeway, and now that Loop 303 freeway that is further to the west. You can see that those freeways kind of loop around the city, so it really does make getting in and out of the Phoenix metro area down to the airport, out to the west towards California, up to the north towards Flagstaff, down to the south towards Tucson. It makes it pretty easy from Glendale. And then there's also, it's not really a freeway. I mean, it's kind of a freeway, the 60 that kind of goes diagonally through the city of Glendale and up into Peoria. So lots of freeway access throughout the community.
Yep. One another highlight of Glendale, which is also a highlight of the whole Phoenix metro area, as we zoom in right here along the 101, is the Westgate area. Now, I know it doesn't look like much just here on normal maps, but when we go to satellite, the reason why is we have the State Farm Stadium, which is the home of the Arizona Cardinals. Also, just to the north, right up here towards the top of your screen, is the Desert Diamond Casino. Now, I know on the maps here it doesn't show it's built, but it is built now. So this whole area is a giant sports complex, entertainment complex area. The Phoenix Coyotes used to play right north of the State Farm Stadium, although they have recently just moved down over to ASU in Tempe. But this area brings in a lot of visitors and a lot of traffic coming in for the football games. And coming up next year in February, we're actually hosting the Super Bowl here in Arizona at State Farm Stadium. So that's going to bring a lot of people into the valley here.
Yeah, I moved to the Phoenix area probably about a little over 30 years ago, and Glendale at the time was not seen as one of the most desirable communities to live in. Kind of got a bad reputation. There's a couple of areas that maybe have a little bit higher crime statistics than other parts of the Phoenix metro area. So people didn't want to live over there. But now, in the last several years, now that they've built the stadium and the entertainment complex. There's a lot of new subdivisions that are going in that Glendale area along the freeways. A lot of new businesses that are going in. There's a huge medical center out there. So it is really becoming more of a much more attractive community within the Phoenix area to live.
And speaking of healthcare, even right over here by Westgate, there are hospitals right here. You have St. Joseph's Westgate, just on the west side of the 101, just north of Glendale Avenue. As we go back to the map view further up, there's also a Banner Thunderbird right up towards the top right center of your screen. And that's another large complex, medical complex for you. And keeping with the medical theme, as we go up further north, we have Midwestern University, which is up here just south of the 101, right off of 59th Avenue. And that is a large medical school supplying doctors and nurses to the Phoenix metro area as well as the nation as a whole. So, a couple other interesting things about Glendale, other than its enclaves and exclaves and its reversed L shape over here, is on the north end, very north end, you have the Arrowhead area, which is one of the waterfront properties you can get in Phoenix as well. As we go into satellite view, as you can see, they have a bunch of these small little lakes zigzagging all the way through up here. And most of these homes are all going to be right waterfront. A lot of these lakes do all connect, even though they have roads going, there are bridges that go underneath. So you can live on there, have a little pontoon boats or something, and go around. They do stock these lakes for fish.
Yeah, there is electric boats only, so a lot of people will just have little pontoon boats or something like that. And then right next to that is that big golf course that kind of goes through the area. We've played there several times. It's a really nice little golf course, Arrowhead. So this is, we don't have a lot of lake communities in the Phoenix area, so this is one of them. So this part of Glendale is considered a very desirable area to live in. And just to the north of that area, you've got the mountains. So a little bit up and through here, so there's a lot of hiking trails and things like that through that little mountainous area that's just north of the lakes there.
And then just to the right, it is outside of the boundaries of Glendale, but as you see on the right side of your screen, this is Deer Valley Airport. It is one of our regional airports, but you can still catch flights to most of the places close by in the southwest, as well as if you are running short of time and you wanted to, you can even catch a flight from Deer Valley to Phoenix Sky Harbor and to another location. There's a lot of private planes and personal pilots flying out of there as well. Glendale does have quite a few golf courses. As we mentioned, we have Legend of Arrowhead. Then just to the south of that is the Arrowhead Country Club. Now, this is a country club and it is private. There are a couple other courses throughout more on the south end of Glendale, and then a bunch of courses just to the east in Phoenix proper. But Glendale is definitely one of the up and coming cities in the Phoenix metro area. Current population, well, as of 2020, was right about 250,000. That ranks it in the valley as the fifth largest city behind Phoenix, then Mesa, Gilbert, and then tied right there just ahead of Scottsdale. Um,
Yeah, so like I mentioned before, there's a lot of new businesses that are going in along those freeways. So especially the 303 freeway. So that area, not very heavily populated right now, although it is ripe for construction, and a lot of the new home builders are, buying land out there and putting in new subdivisions all the time. So if you're looking for a reasonable priced new build, that might be an area that you might want to take a look at. But if that's what you're looking for, reach out to us. We can give you an idea of all the different new build communities that are available in that area. The rest of Glendale is pretty well developed, so they're going to be a little bit older homes. But again, some of them are on very big lots. So if you're looking for something on a big lot, that's available. If you're looking for condos, those are available. If you need something that's by the medical facilities, those are available. But you know what? all you have to do is give us a call, and we're more than happy to share everything there is and find out exactly what you're looking for, and then we can maybe recommend a good location for you to start your search.
Then, as you're seeing here on the map, there are plenty of shopping centers all throughout Glendale, so you don't have to go too far. We have right along Bell Road a couple of them. We have more which are just outside of Glendale here on the 101 and the 17. Further down, as you can see, we have more shopping centers here down 59th. So there's plenty of shopping all around. And if you are one that works in downtown Phoenix or really anywhere else in the valley, as we mentioned earlier, the close proximity to all the highways surrounding Glendale makes it pretty quick and easy to get to wherever you need to go. If you're in the heart of Glendale Hill, getting down to Phoenix, depending on traffic, could be as little as 10 minutes, but sometimes with rush hour, it could be up to half an hour or so, so just keep that in mind. But definitely the west side of Glendale and the West Valley in general is growing quite rapidly. So if you are looking for some of those newer homes again, and you want to have that space to be able to expand and watch it grow with you, Glendale is definitely a great community to consider. Well, that basically covers Glendale for us today. So we just want to thank you for joining us here. Hopefully, you found some of this information helpful. And if you do have any other questions, please make sure to leave a comment down below or reach out to us at any point. We'd be more than happy to help you out. But if you did like that video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified of all our future content. So we do upload every week.